The opinions expressed on this program are those of the program hosts and guests and are not necessarily those of WSTU. WSTU does not endorse products that may be mentioned. Any reproduction or retransmission of this broadcast is strictly prohibited without written consent of WSTU. It's time for Martin County Movers and Shakers. And now, here's your host.
Well, hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to another riveting edition of Martin County Movers and Shakers, brought to you by White Glove Moving and Storage. I'm your happy hostess with the mostest, Anna Valencia Tillery, getting ready to celebrate a birthday. That's right. I've been celebrating all month long. Who are we kidding? The great US of A, myself. It's just a hoot. The month of July has always been super special for me. And along the course of trying to plan an upcoming event with the Martin County Realtors of the Treasure Coast, serving as their affiliate chair. So affiliates are those industries and companies that make the lives of realtors easier so that they can work more fluidly with their buyers and their sellers. Representing a moving and storage company that kind of goes hand in hand with the real estate industry. I've been tasked with finding a new potential venue for our annual trivia event. And I found it all right. And I am so excited to have the owners of the brand new Bobby Rubino's, only 6 months old, here in Stuart, Allison and Tom Lawler, be our guests today and to highlight all of the exciting things that their new restaurant is bringing to town. Welcome to the both of you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Nice to be here. Thank you.
Absolutely. You know, I instantly fell in love with your beautiful wife, Allison.
So did I.
Right. Well, look at how much we have in common, Tom. I love it. I just knew that when I saw this location, and it's conveniently right on US 1, an Indian town, Indian Street, more or less, right across from the Realtors Association's building, I thought to myself, that would be a great place to potentially host this event. I don't know them, but I'm going to go introduce myself and see what happens. I loved it because I could tell it was a big size and that it had plenty of well-lit parking. That's just a start. Then I went inside and I smelt the delicious aromas. And I could tell by Allison's hospitality and the hospitality of the servers that this was going to be a great place for our association to host a trivia night. And hopefully it's just the first of many. So let's delve a little deeper because the place looks fabulous. You've completely renovated it to customize it for all of your particular needs, right?
Yeah. Allison designed it.
Ooh.
Our contractors executed on it, but the shell was the shell. But the inside is all brand new, clean, nostalgic, Stuart centric, and really puts an old school feel on a restaurant in a new market.
I love the cozy bar atmosphere.
Yeah.
And it's not just because there's happy hour all day in the bar, but also because you have those really cool roll up windows where you can provide a little bit more privacy if you need to, or like when my Realtors Association comes in and we kind of take over half of the restaurant, we can roll those up and it's like one expanded view.
Yeah. That was a design element we talked about a lot. Trying to make sure that we had a private area for the dining room, so we have no TVs in the dining room. The dining room is a dining room. Folks that want to come in and just relax and have dinner are in the dining room. They can talk and chat. When we roll those up, though, for an event where we can rent that out or have a party kind of atmosphere, it's really nice because then you can see throughout the whole dining room and everyone can experience together.
I think that that's really important and it gives the best of both worlds because then there's a whole nother smaller, more intimate dining room side where folks could again utilize that particular space in a sort of lunch and learn format or something like that. As we talk a little bit more, let's face it, there's a number of groups here in Martin County that need space, that want to be able to break bread together.
Yeah.
And what better than having somebody else do all the cooking and clean the dishes while you get to utilize the space.
We like that approach.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah.
Perfect.
It makes a lot of sense. Now, the fact of the matter is, Bobby Rubino's might be new to us present day, yet it's a 40-year-old tried and true, tested restaurant.
Yeah.
Can you share a little bit of the backstory with us, Tom?
Yeah, sure. So Bobby Rubino's has been around since 1987. It's 40 years old. The recipes we have are the same recipes from 1987. We have a 3-ring binder in the back office, locked up under lock and key. But it's got barbecue sauce, or 1978. Yeah, I said 87.
I was doing the math. I'm like, I'm
Little
not that old
dyslexic.
yet. That's okay.
Dyslexic on that, but 1978, 40 years. But the recipes are hand typed. They have barbecue sauce and sweet and sour sauce all over them, but we can still read them. And we're making it the exact same way that we did in 1978. Most of the recipes and most of the menu items are still the same. So we have, the ribs and the chicken, that's standard, but our chicken, chicken cordon bleu, Santa Fe chicken, chicken marinara,
Onion loaf, zucchini loaf,
yeah.
the signature appetizers that we have that no one else has. It's, those are ones that customers walk in and they see it and they say, wow, it looks exactly the same, tastes exactly the same.
Love that.
They love that. They love the smell of the barbecue sauce. It smells exactly the
It
same.
smells amazing when you walk into the
Oh,
restaurant. I mean,
thank
for
you.
the record, it's
Well, thank you.
savory and delicious.
We
but
clean
pantry.
it. We clean the heck out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Every night.
Yeah.
So it's clean.
Oh, it's pristine.
But the smell of the cooking.
Yeah, I mean, you want
drives
those
us in.
aromas. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
gets
yeah.
people hungry from outside.
Yeah.
That's what we hope. When the wind blows the right way,
Yes.
our customers pick up.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
That's true. Yeah.
I love it. So now you have a pretty strong following from South Florida, and let's face it, a lot of folks from South Florida are moving up into the Treasure Coast, Martin County, St. Lucie County, Indian River County, and they're looking for this nostalgic aspect.
Yeah, it's amazing. Our sign on the outside of the building was made by the original sign maker for Pompano. That's the original store. So it's the exact same sign. I mean, the lettering's the same. It looks old school kind of thing. But there was a restaurant, there was a Baba Rubino's here about 30 years ago in Stewart. So there's name recognition from that. But as you said, a lot of customers have come up. And what's interesting is we do a lot of gift cards. And Pompano, our other restaurant in Pompano, they do gift cards too. And what we're finding is that customers that have moved up from Pompano to here are buying gift cards for their kids that live in Fort Lauderdale and Pompano. And the folks that still live in Fort Lauderdale and Pompano are buying gift cards in Pompano and sending them to their parents to use here in Stewart.
Brilliant.
So it's really working well.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
because they know they're going to love it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing with loyalty. It's hard to recommend unless you really love it. And what we're building is a clientele that knows and trusts that the menu will be the same, the food will be the same and consistent and good. And so folks are recommending, and our customer base is building one rib at a time, one customer at a time.
I love it. That is
and
so
that's how
clever,
we're
Tom.
building. Yeah.
Now, the fact of the matter is, you can come inside, you can sit down, you can have that great experience, you can interact with delightful bartenders and servers, yet there's going to be plenty of times where you want to host something at your own home, or you have a bigger event and it's in some sort of large hall. There is an opportunity for folks to take a part in takeout and delivery as well as catering.
Right. One of the things that we did was we built a designated takeout area. So we made 3 parking spots, a separate door. We have somebody that stands there, takes the orders over the phone, or people walk in. So that's a nice thing. They can call up over the phone. We just rolled out the ability to do delivery with the national delivery companies, because on rainy days, customers don't like to come out.
But they still want ribs.
But they still want ribs. And they have been calling and asking. In the beginning, we wanted everybody to come in and see the restaurant, try it, fall in love with us, meet the bartenders, meet the servers, and now they can come in and they can also do takeout. So in addition to that, we're trying to grow the catering part. And the catering part is we don't have a specific menu. Yes, we do ribs, chicken, but we're pretty much open to, what the customer needs. We've done barbecues, we've done chicken and ribs, we've done corned beef on St. Patrick's Day. We've done a lot of different things. So we say, give us a call. Give us a try, and let us know, what your needs are, and we'll be able to kind of adjust it to that. But word is spreading that, and ribs and chicken cater really well. So that's one of the goals that we said. Just give us a chance between the menu items, and customers are calling. So they come into the restaurant, they see the takeout area, they call up, they do the takeout, and like I said, rolling out the delivery for us is going to be huge, because there's definitely a market for that.
More and more. I mean, folks really like the convenience of being able to eat at home, and I certainly get it. When it comes to the catering, you're focusing on Martin County, correct?
Currently, we are,
Okay.
being open for 6 months, but I will tell you that a couple months ago, Tom can tell you, we had a customer from Pompano who moved to Jupiter that catered a father's 85th birthday party. So she drove all the way up to pick up the dinner and was really happy, was really super excited. So again, give us a call and, we'll figure out if we can work it out. We're flexible. That's what being, small business owners can do.
I like that. I like that a lot. Now, throughout the year, there's going to be different menu specials. So folks can always get excited with whatever chef is back there getting creative with and the like. And as we roll into season, which, I mean, oh my goodness, we blink and it's like almost over with
Crazy.
July.
Mhm.
But folks can anticipate some fun themed things throughout the season, which is great. One of the specials that I think is really unique to Bobby Rubino's, and I had never heard of it until I had the opportunity to meet and dine with you all, is the one of a kind birthday club. Now, like I said earlier, my birthday is fast approaching.
Nice.
And I mean, no one
21
likes
again.
and holding. I know one likes to talk age, but we do like to talk deals.
Yeah.
So what does the birthday club entail?
Yeah, thanks for asking. It's a fantastic deal. It really is. Just to give a perspective, in the old days of Bobby Rubino's, we would offer a birthday, free birthday dinner on your birthday. And if you didn't come in on your birthday,
You're out of luck.
Out of luck. See you next year. We've modified it, and it's quite liberal. That we have, it's up to $13.99 off your meal. As long as the birthday person is there, they sign up with our birthday club. It's 2 entrees, purchase of 2 entrees, and purchase of 2 beverages, and then the birthday person gets up to $13.99 off their meal.
Sweet.
So we have some meals that are $13.99, so that'd be a free meal. We have steaks, chicken, and everything else, and so we take up to $13.99 off, and you get that deal as many times during your birthday month as you want to come in.
Wow.
So you can come in with your husband. You can come in with your friends, you can come in with your family, and have multiple events surrounding your birthday. And every time you bring in that other person or people, and we can accommodate tables of 2 up to tables of 40, right?
Sure.
So we can accommodate any size, really. But you as a birthday person get that deal every time for the entire month of your birthday month. So
Now,
all July,
wow.
we're going to see a lot of you.
Doesn't tell me about it. I feel like he really knows that I like to celebrate all month long. That was
That's
very
good.
smart, Tom. Now, what does it take to enroll in the program?
Very easy. You go to bobbyrubinos.com.
Okay.
BOBBYRUBINOS.com. Click on the birthday link and you sign up. Just give us your email address, your birthday, etc. It'll give you all the disclosures on that. And then just show us, either print out a certificate or show us on your phone. And every time you come in, we'll verify that and take $13.99 off your meal.
Right. Very easy. And also, just to add to that, the birthday club is the entire restaurant. So for those that like to go into the bar, because customers really like being in our bar area, we've had them sit at the bar and come in with another person. What's really fun the last couple of months is having the people that come back every couple days. Oh, I'm here, I'm back for my birthday dinner again. And, they scratch their heads a little bit in the beginning and saying, wow, what are you doing? But when they come back with 4 or 6, or like Tom said, we've had multiples come in, they're all getting dinners and they're all having drinks, and it's a win for all of us. But we sing to them, we make it fun. So
Well,
it's
I
really
think that's
fun.
really special. And every time they bring in a new person, you're creating a new fan.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
That's
smart.
the trick. That's the trick.
Time and time again, I promote being active in chambers and other groups and realtor associations. As White Glove Moving and Storage, I know that the person I'm talking to might not be the one that's moving, but who they know and who they're having wine with later that night might in fact be looking for a mover.
Sure.
And it's that word of mouth, it's that positive connection that is oftentimes tenfold. So I think that the birthday club is a brilliant strategy
It
on
is.
behalf of Bobby Rubino's. I love it.
Yep. Very successful so far.
Thank you.
And let's talk about hours of operation,
Mm.
because I think that that's important for folks to know.
Sure.
That I know myself, I'd love to lunch. Unfortunately, I have to make it a late lunch if I'm coming to Bobby Rubino's.
Late lunch.
Like a 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here's where we are. We started open when we first came in. We planned on opening in September, October,
Uh-huh.
and just permitting, etc. We couldn't open until December, and we started opening at 3 o'clock, and no one showed at 3.
Right.
And the reason is for the evening is that we have cooks that cook and they cook breakfast a lot of places in the morning, and then they cook for us in the evening. So they have 2 jobs. And so we had to train a lot of cooks in Pompano for 30 days. And we booked those cooks for the evening. We want to make sure that we have our dinner menu solid
Yes.
before we expand to anything else. And so we've been in business 6 months. We have it down solid. But our operating hours starting at 4 for dinner, it's a nice time to start. We do have some early birds that like to get in and out.
Sure
So
thing.
4 o'clock's good. We used to be open till 10. And after 8:30, it's not that busy.
Sure.
And so we're open during highlight of the dinner hour. As season progresses, we'll look at expanding hours. We can look at lunches too. And maybe through the breadth of this broadcast, we could. But there's a lot of people in Stewart that like to eat lunch. We just need to make sure that a lot of them come in to see us for lunch.
That's right.
That's the trick.
Mhm.
in your
Yeah.
incredibly convenient
Yeah.
location, of course. But I think that makes a lot of sense, and you're absolutely right. You're capturing the right audience at the right time when they're hungry, when they're going to come in and bring their friends and their neighbors and family members. So I think that it's a no-brainer. And again, my husband and I just had a terrific dining experience, and I know we are promoting how delicious and how signature the recipes are for the ribs and chicken. Yet I had a chance to chat with Tom at the table, and he says, if you are feeling like you want to try this crab stuffed shrimp, you will not be disappointed. And it blew my mind. I mean, I love stuffed shrimp,
Yeah.
right? So many times folks give me the stuffing that's really just a whole lot of stuffing and not a lot of crab.
Right.
It was the exact opposite
Yeah.
ratio at Bobby Rubino's. What? Mind blown.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Thank you. And we didn't make it any different for you, just so you know, right? We use nice size shrimp, 26-30 shrimp, 16-20 shrimp, big shrimp.
Big. They were giant.
Big shrimp, lots of lump crab meat in it. 7 shrimp on that sizzle plate with butter. It sizzles up nice. We cook it right. But we know how to make it. And we do it right at Bobby Rubino's. We try to do the right size portion for the right size price. And thanks for saying that, because I eat it once a week. And
you get
No
very
kidding.
creative
And
with your own menu, though.
I
No
do.
kidding.
You have that
I
opportunity.
eat it once a week, and some days I can't eat it, right, because we're running short. And so I always wait to the end of the night to put my order in. But it's a really strong dish from a restaurant that's known for chicken and ribs. To have a seafood dish like that, it makes us proud.
It really did rock my planet. And now my husband did, in fact, try the ribs
Yeah.
because he's not going to go someplace that says we are famous for our ribs and not try them. That would be crazy. That would be ludicrous,
Right.
folks.
Right.
And one of the things that I thought was kind of fun, and if you could share this quick backstory with our listeners, first of all, he loved them.
Good.
But then there was the Steel City portion.
Oh yeah.
So you have the dinner option, you can get whatever size portions that fits your hunger level. Just know that. But what did the Steel City mean? I know the story, but share it with our listeners. What's Tom?
Yeah. So Steel City, that's Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And we had a Bobby Rubino franchise owner, Randy Grossman, who played on the Pittsburgh Steelers back in the 70s, won some Super Bowls with Terry Bradshaw. And he owned the restaurant. And the team would come in, and they have money, right? So they can go anywhere.
And
but
they're big boys.
They're big boys.
Yes.
And they invariably would be ordering 2 dinners because they wanted 2 racks of ribs. So they get 2 dinners. It'd have 4 sides because all our dinners come, the dinners come with 2 sides. And they said to Randy, the owner, they're like, hey, can't we just get 2 ribs and 2 sides? Because I don't want these other sides. I want the ribs. The ribs are so darn good. Give them to me. And so Randy put them on. You stack them up. It looks like a Mack truck coming at you. There's 2 racks of ribs, just loading that plate up. And it's 2 racks with 2 sides, but it's called Steel City because Randy Grossman invented that.
I love
Yeah.
that story. I
Yeah.
think that's just fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to share that with everybody. And like I say, coming on my radio show and talking into this microphone is as close as one can get
Yeah.
to shouting from the rooftops as humanly possible. So yes, that's a great story to share. Now, it's very clear to me that you all are excited to get engaged with the community. You have several months under your belt. You've been able to really fine tune and, like you said, streamline the menu where you're just really proud of everything as it comes out. Now comes the time where you get to engage with different groups and nonprofits, whether it's through in-kind donations or through hosting or collaborations. What are some of the charities that you're currently active with, and what are some of the things that you would like our listeners to know about moving forward?
I think the biggest thing that we could tell you is that we're trying to learn the area and what the needs are. As a small business, it's hard. A lot of people call up on the phone and they're looking for something, donation, and we try to do as best we can. Currently, what we've teamed up with is Molly's House. We are going to be providing lunch for their volunteers for their luncheon. And what's most interesting about that is that I talked to the head of the program there, and she mentioned that they have volunteers that have been there forever. They have a volunteer that is 96 years old. They have a volunteer that's over 100 years old that comes in. Everybody, if you're not familiar with Molly's House, for sick children, it's a place for families to come in. They come in for long-term care, so they need a place to
stay while their child's getting recovered.
Right, and it's a hardship, but it's also one where it's like a home. So they have volunteers that come in. They volunteer their time. They hold the hands of the parents. They provide meals. So, of course, we absolutely said we definitely want to do it. And what we're looking to do, and we've talked to our team members, we have a great group of people that work with us. And what we're trying to do is to figure out what's important to them, what's important to us. And what we can do is we can spread out amongst ourselves and become more actively involved in the community. So Tom and I are trying to get out of the restaurant during the day, trying to get active and become part of the Stewart community and see what we can do and grow and expand on that way, because that's important to us.
Let me just add that while we're new business owners to Stewart and we're new residents of Stewart, my mom's lived here for 30 some years. My mom's volunteered at lots of places, the Lyric in particular, but others. And so, as Ali said, we're just trying to learn what everyone needs money. Everyone's deserving of money. Capital for us is limited. We're just trying to put our dollars where it makes the most sense, makes the most impact, and learning from our community where we can best serve. And to your point, whether it's cash or in kind, those kinds of things matter.
It does 1,000%. I always was in awe of how many times men with muscle became very handy for various events. And as a result, we were able to really do a lot more by simply doing what we do best as White Glove Moving and Storage. So it lends itself perfectly as Bobby Rubino's to be able to provide those offerings to your future top clients and customers, right? So again, I am here in the studio with Allison and Tom Lawler. They are the proud owners of Bobby Rubino's off of US 1 and Indian Street, conveniently located with plenty of parking so that you can host an event, you can have a celebration or a gathering or just an intimate dinner for two. Take advantage of that cozy bar where it's happy hour all day, 4 to 9, right?
That's right.
4 to 9, Tuesday through Sunday.
Correct.
So not open Mondays, but how many places do we know that aren't open on Sundays? I mean, that's great to be able to have Sunday dinner.
Yes.
That, again, you're not cooking and you're not cleaning.
Right.
Yeah. Sunday dinner at Bobby's is really something to be special. We dress a little different. We're a little casual that day. We have jeans and our Bobby Rubino's t-shirts. And we make prime rib fresh every day, but prime rib on Sunday. I know a lot of people like it. It's good every day of the week, but prime rib on Sunday is a big day.
It goes hand in hand. Well, thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast. Thank you so much for what you're doing in the community. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I look forward to being a customer that you know by name moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Martin County Movers and Shakers, brought to you by White Glove Moving and Storage. I'm Anna Valencia Tillery. Until next week, cheers.